Okay.
Hello,
Oh, you.
everyone. Welcome to another week of Trolling with Trollish, our GM here. If you don't know who we are, we're Alexandria RPG. We're a non-profit role-playing game library. We just had an awesome event with Emerald City Comic Con this last weekend and have some cool events coming up in the next month with Norwest Con and Sakura Con. And even got some books in the mail today. So next Monday, I get to show off a whole bunch of cool new stuff. The new Oz that came out a little while ago. We just got in, and a
Which
ton.
one?
I don't know. It's upstairs. I love that the vast majority of the Oz stuff is now open. So most people, there's like 40 something odd books in the Oz universe, and all the original
Yeah.
stuff is now all open.
Because I just got, and I can't find it. It's somewhere around here, but I just got the Oz. One of them's called Beasts and Beans, so it's like a bestiary,
Yeah.
and then the other one is a setting book. Is that the
Yep,
one?
that's the one we just got in as well.
It's beautiful. It's
Yeah.
absolutely. I love it, and I'm making it part of my Feywild campaign.
Yeah,
So Oz is just a splinter in the Feywild. So
the wheels in there, the wheelers are creepy, but not like they're not
yeah.
overpowered because they're only like half uh, half a point. So
Uh huh.
they're just creepy.
Oh, they've got a lot of really cool and
Oh
creepy
yeah.
creatures in there. Plus the character options, like you can play a flying monkey, which I think is awesome.
Yeah, I'd love to
Like,
play a flying monkey.
yeah,
Okay,
among other things. But
let's turn it over to our game master, our illustrious Trollish. We're down a member who's picking up family at the airport, so family always trumps what we do here at the library. So if any of our members can't make it because of family, we encourage them. Family comes first. So take it away
yeah, and
there, Trollish.
then we immediately kick him out of the game. No, actually, he's babysitting the sleeping ogre, so he's comforting it. Yeah,
Nice.
making sure he has a fluffy pillow, that kind of thing. So, in any case, it's been a while. I know. I think a month, maybe.
No,
Um,
it's not been
has
that
it
long.
not?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
okay.
played the week
Seems
before
like it.
Emerald City.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Okay. So recap is that they busted into an ogre's room, cast sleep. The ogre immediately fell into a sleep that I think is going to last for several days, if I'm not mistaken.
4 days is what
Yeah,
we
4 days.
understand.
So he is out for the count. Wally approached one of the cages, and there were some screaming mutants inside the cages. Just these kind of pestilent, disease-ridden mutants that were caged for no apparent reason, but you do see a giant stew pot nearby, so that might be part of the reason. Busting open one of the cages, the mutant immediately howled and attacked Wally, and we had just rolled for initiative, um, and I believe that's where we stopped. So Sydney's in the initiative, but I'm not going to have her act unless things get really dire. So Wally, you've got this mutant reaching for you with its clawed, cracked fingernails, disease-ridden.
Let's see. What do I do?
It's obviously starving, and it's obviously insane.
Yeah, it's like how uh, how threatening do I take this?
Wait, what is starving?
The mutant in the
The thing that
cage. Yeah,
the thing
there's
that gets let
these
out of the
four
cage.
caged. Yeah.
Okay, not this guy, because this guy's
No,
sleeping, right?
Yeah.
he's snoring. He's sawing
Yeah. Okay.
logs,
Okay.
and like the entire room is like reverberating because with the it's worse than me when I'm snoring. So, and that's
I'm
pretty
gonna
bad.
cast word of command and tell it to stop.
Okay. I
However,
figured something like that was going to happen.
only a 15. So I mean that's
15. So that would be
it passes. He just has to roll a 15 or
be a
higher will
it'd be
save.
a will save. I'm
Yeah.
assuming. Okay. So here we go. And I don't know if my rolls are being shared. Okay, they're not. He fails and immediately. So you just say stop. Yeah, he
Yes.
stops in his tracks. And so, what does a 15 do? That
Nothing special really.
so it just lasts for what? One round.
Yeah, basically a round.
All right. So he stops, kind of slack jawed, just standing there drooling. You can see this just barely controlled To you, it looks like a mix of fear, rage, hunger, just primal instinct. There's very little human remaining here in your quick estimation of things. But yeah, that's what he does. And when you cast the spell, Sydney comforts the ogre, fluffs the pillow a little bit. Horowitz, you're up.
Oh, it's 1d6 plus cleric level, so let me roll that real quick.
Oh, for
How
duration.
long? Yeah.
Okay.
5.
5 rounds.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will put a. Let's see. Okay.
Horowitz is going to.
And the other mutants, by the way, are shaking their cages, just kind of like like monkeys at a zoo when they're angry, like a bunch of chimps at a zoo.
He's gonna smack him on the top of the head with a mace to like put him out.
Horowitz is.
Yeah, attempt to knock him out.
Okay, so you're gonna do like basically subdual damage.
Yeah, I got a mace, so.
AC, yes, that hits. And we're going to call that 7 subdual damage, basically. So he swoons a little bit, but is still standing. Kind of falls back against the bars. All right. Horowitz, did you want to do anything else? So that was a move and a...
Yeah.
So I guess you're going to move up there. Yeah, go ahead. I'll let you do it. All right. Okay, so the mutants, this one obviously stands there and drools. The other 3 are shaking their cages violently, and it looks to you like the cages aren't that sturdy, and you would estimate that they're probably going to break out pretty soon.
So they've
But right
withstood
now,
the stand of time until we get here, and that's just when they start to fail.
We're a whole lot
Is it
less
kind of like
threatening
your
than
car
one
starts breaking
giant-
down when the warranty's at an end?
but anyway, no, that's what's going on though. So
The 4 of us are probably, all of us are probably less intimidating than the thing that is more massive than all of us put together.
I don't know. It went
yeah,
down
or
pretty easy.
something. But anyway, the ogre snores loudly, and it's horny. Brisk River, your turn. Every time I say that name, I have to. But anyway, go
I
ahead.
told you I randomized it totally.
I
It
believe
doesn't make it any better.
it's fine. All right, Brisk River. I'm just gonna call you Brisk River.
All right. I gotta check my spell real quick if it's
Okay.
target or anybody within the range. Give me 1 second.
Take your time.
Yes, it's either target or within range.
Thank you, David.
Thank you. I knew it was one or the other, but I appreciate you totally not helping me at all.
Just doing what I can.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Not that it matters, but sleep was also a will save, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Okay. I'm just checking something.
I can't find my Dungeon Crawl Crask. I've been looking for it all over my my computer, and I can't find it.
Will
Oh.
versus SPCHDC.
I don't know what that
I
means.
don't know what it is.
Right. But my question is, I know I can affect certain number of hit dice, but I don't know if it's everything within the radius or if I
it's
could
sleep.
save those 4 people. Right.
Okay.
I don't want to do it and then knock out my own guys.
Oh, right. Is it targeted or not? Yeah, let me look it up
Right.
too.
So that's
Sleep,
the thing.
sleep.
I'm trying not to knock out my compatriots.
That is thoughtful. Page 155.
It's not very chaotic, though.
True.
Yeah, okay, but it's smart because if you guys go unconscious, then I'm the only target. So
Somebody's going into the stew pot, probably.
I
Okay.
need my meat. I need my meat shields.
Duration. It says a target, so that the text says the caster lulls a target into a deep sound sleep.
Okay.
However, if you roll high enough, you can affect multiple targets. So basically, you're looking to roll a 14 or higher.
Okay.
So
So
up to 2 targets.
Yeah, and then if you
All right,
roll
so
even
I'm gonna
higher than that,
cast sleep. Basically, I'll do it with this guy, and then if I have carryover, go to this guy.
okay.
If you get 18 or higher, you can do all 3 of the ones that are still.
Yeah, you can potentially get all of them. Magic is so powerful in this.
20.
So there,
You
for
go.
example,
Up to
yeah,
4 targets must save or fall into a normal
yep,
sleep for 1d6 hours, or 1 target can be placed in for sleep for 1d4
yeah,
hours.
yeah. All right, so
Oh,
we'll
and
start with
supernatural sleep, yeah. While the normal sleep
And
is
then
start
I
with
disrupted by
this
guess
normal
guy.
needs, supernatural can only be disrupted by a dispel magic.
All right, so we're gonna start with this guy. Is there? So my question about spellcasting in general, because I'm starting to notice that you guys are steamrolling all of these encounters
Well,
just on
so
because it's. So is there any
yeah, but
downside to
we
it?
could
I can't
technically.
yeah,
Oh yeah, if we roll under the 14, like if we rolled a
like
1,
that.
yeah.
we
Okay.
could kill ourselves. We could summon nasty things. There's all
Okay.
kinds of bad stuff that can happen.
Because
We've
so
just been
far,
lucky.
and this is just my impression. So far, I'm seeing spellcasting as being pretty OP.
It's
But
either OP or kills you.
okay,
It's
okay, fair enough,
generally
fair enough.
speaking that spell. See, like we have an encounter. We've been rolling well, but like you could get
Yeah,
spell
you have.
burn,
Yeah.
which could knock out your ability to even cast spells. You could
Okay.
take damage from it. You could die. You could summon
Okay.
otherworld creatures to
And
screw you over.
his failures
Okay.
as a wizard are worse
Yeah.
than my failures. So my
As a
failures
cleric.
make my god mad until I've gotten enough. His
All right.
just could be ugly, period. And he
Okay,
can lose
so
his
let's.
spells too.
I'm literally gambling with my
Yeah.
health every time I cast a spell.
Oh wow, one of them actually made the save.
Nice.
1 out of 4. So all this is going to hit all 4 of them, by the way. Okay, so blue saved. So blue's still shaking the bars. The others have fallen into a deep sleep, and that includes the one that you commanded. Yeah. So he's gonna wake up with something of a headache from being bashed with a mace. All right. So all of these are slept, and so there's just the one now, kind of shaking at the bars. And Mordecai, unless you have something else, horny. All right, Mordecai, you're
no,
up.
no, my familiar just 6'5", but unless there's
Yeah,
something
yeah.
to get involved, so.
Yeah, she doesn't really need to. She can help administer to the ogre.
I will stab.
It's like
I'll
screw
just
this.
stab.
Okay. There's no advantage mechanic in this game, but I'm going to give you a +2 to hit because he can't easily dodge or anything like that. So you're basically, you can stick your blade in between the bars and just get him. So add an additional +2. That's blue, right? Okay.
Yep. Okay, so 18 to hit.
Oh yeah.
3 damage.
3 damage. It screams in pain and bleeds a bit.
That's about all I can do.
All right. Yeah, you run up and stab it.
Yeah, the melee people don't really do much.
All right, Wally, you're up.
Okay.
Oh, and I keep forgetting to do this. Boom, boom, boom. That's what I wanted to do. I guess it doesn't matter, but.
Let's see. What shall I do?
Yeah, there's just this blue one that's now bleeding and screaming like a deranged mutant that it is.
On Horowitz.
Okay. Yeah, I want to see a failure because I haven't seen one yet on a spell. I think I've seen you fail once, David. Oh shit! Here we go.
I've failed a bunch, just thankfully not all on the same day.
That's true. Yeah.
And we try not to tell you when we fail either.
Oh, right. There is that too. Of course. What was I thinking? It's a level 1 cleric spell. Is that correct?
Yeah.
23. Oh, that's nice. Dude, that's pretty nice.
I don't know where to keep this.
Oh, you cast on an ally, right?
Yeah. And
+2 to. Oh, that's pretty good actually.
Horowitz
Plus.
bright is rimmed with a bright aura. So.
Yes, and it's +2 to all attack, damage, and saving throws, skill checks, and spell checks.
For 1 turn.
For 1 turn. Yeah, not a round. So that's 10 rounds. It's 10 rounds or 6 rounds. It's one of the two.
I think I forget now.
it probably is not going to matter.
Yeah, we've looked into
Be
it a number
honest.
of times. And,
Yeah. In this case, I doubt that it will matter.
well, I will
All right.
turn and try to take out the blue one that's not,
All right.
asleep, so the place will quiet down.
Okay, so you're going to try and smack him through the bar. Yeah, you can kind of... Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to say... I'm going to hand wave this because he's still in a cage. He's not going to be able to break out for another round. You knock it. Yeah, you crit. Let's see it. Let's see what it is. Table
So I actually do 9 because the +2 for my blessing is not in there. Let's see.
Crit table 2. All right. Oh, a 1 on crit table 2.
Yeah.
Is that what it was? Oh, shit. You do an extra 2d3 damage as it misses his critical organs, which...
Paltry 2d3.
That's a lot. In this game, that's a lot.
That's a lot for the melee people.
Paltry my ass.
Yeah, paltry.
Right.
I've seen your ass. It's not all that paltry.
No, my ass is not paltry, that's for sure. Yeah, it is quite ample. All right. All right, so we get 14. Yeah, you knock him out. Was it subdual damage?
That was a long sword.
Oh, yeah, you run him through. Just stick your sword between the bars and run him through. Okay, this one's dead.
Cuisinart that one.
All right, it is suddenly quiet in here. Well, not quiet. So there's the snoring of an ogre, which is fucking shaking the room, reverberating. There's the bubbling cauldron over here, and then 3 snoring mutants who are not nearly as...
to attempt to slay the ogre while it's asleep?
I'd say we just kick over the cauldron and leave. Let him wake up to a burning room.
Yeah. So do we go out and into that big chamber and through the other doors, or do we go through this door at the end?
Oh, were you gonna... you also noticed that on the east end of the room, let me go ahead and call this out real quick. There is an alcove at the east end of the room with just a plethora of, it looks like, items taken from victims, I guess would be. It's a hoard of sorts. And so that's over in this area here. Whoops. Yeah, in this darkened area here, which I can go ahead and reveal.
An alcove, is that where you keep all your Weird Al memorabilia?
Could be. Yeah, could be.
Let's see what's in the alcove.
Okay. All right. So what are you going to do exactly?
I'm gonna cast detect magic first.
Okay. God, here we go. All right, a 19.
Not that crazy high.
Oh, I know.
Not rolling nearly as bonkers as the last few times. Can determine exactly which object or creatures are magically enchanted with range. Tell the different weapons or items on a creature. I just know if they're magical or not. It doesn't tell me what they are.
Okay. So yes. So there is an object within this pile of... So it looks like what you see are piles of boots, cloaks, some pouches, and it's just like everything's piled in a heap, but there's something in there. Something roughly the size of maybe a cantaloupe or something that is given off a...
Look, a magical cantaloupe.
Well, you don't know what it is. I'm just saying that's... You're able to tell the size, right?
So, Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about the downside to magic. On a misfire, I have a 1 in 4 chance. 1, caster immediately falls into a natural sleep. Okay, that's pretty bad. 2, caster plus 1d4 closest allies immediately fall into a natural sleep.
Okay, that's horrible. Yeah.
Number 3, caster collapses into a coma from which you can only be awakened with medical attention or magical means. And then the last is so bad that
he also loses spells when he fails them.
Okay, okay. All right. So
Okay,
we're just you guys have just been very
a
lucky.
critical isn't like I just stabbed my buddy in the back for D4 damage. No, a critical for me could literally. I mean, if the whole party got put to sleep because of that, that literally could kill our whole party.
Yeah, you're in the stew pot basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is powerful, but the downside is, and that's only one of my spells. You know.
Okay. All right.
Does that make you feel a little better about?
Well, yeah. It's just that it's just that there's, like David was saying, there's been some incredible rolls. So and I was kind of thinking, I got to be honest, I was almost getting turned off by the system just because of what spells have been doing. I'm like, it doesn't matter what I throw at you. This could have been a dragon, right? And with that kind of roll, it could have. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I totally get it.
That's also one of the cool things with the system because.
No. I get it now. Yeah.
Yeah, because as much as everyone loves it when I knock somebody out, I can't imagine the kind of comments we're going to get the first time I put the whole party to sleep.
Yeah, no.
No one's going to be happy with me.
I will.
Not that that'll stop me.
No, I'm just saying. So it is. I can see where the balance is now. But in any case, so there's something. You said you could tell basic size, right, of the item.
I can go through it and go, oh, this one thing is magical.
So the first thing you notice when you go over to the alcove is the stench. Like the whole room smells horrible. And passing that stew pot, you notice, whatever's bubbling in there. Did somebody say they were tipping it over?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Suggestion.
Yeah,
okay.
That was a suggestion.
So passing the stew pot, and you can kind of glance in, you can see, as expected, you see what look like humanoid digits and limbs floating around in this just nasty-looking stew. And the hands look very small, almost childlike. Like there's a small, like almost a childlike hand floating near the surface, and just various parts. And yeah, it's disgusting. The alcove, so you're able to see there are heaps of cloaks, leathery pouches that look like they're made of dried humanoid organs. So it's like literally like a pouch made out of somebody's like skin or whatever. And digging through it, you also find some cloaks. Moving aside one of these pouches, you do hear the clink of coins. So there's something inside.
I'll toss that to Mordecai.
Okay, and so digging through all of the stuff, you do find a total of 724 gold, which I'll add to today's treasure for XP.
Battle axes?
No battle axes in the pouches, no. And the ogre, because I know you're going to ask, had like a huge club. Here. Very stereotypical, but the object is a skull, a human skull that is emblazoned with runes. So it's a skull just covered in runes, like arcane runes. And I guess it glows with an eldritch light because of your detect magic.
Very nice. I hold up the nifty skull like, this is something I should check out later, and we'll figure out who needs this.
I recognize that skull.
It's not
everybody's chaotic, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. It is definitely larger than a gnome skull. It's definitely a human-sized skull.
I just want to state there's another OP thing about DTC. There is no better alignment in this system than chaotic. All the others constrain you so much.
Yeah, I wouldn't know because everybody except for Wright is chaotic, so who is no longer with us. So. And all of the monsters that you've fought just about are chaotic, like the ogre definitely is. But in any case, so you find this skull. So you can go ahead and write that down. And then I'll give you the XP basically for 1 ogre and 4 mutants. So I'll go ahead and add that to the tally. All right. Actually, they should be worth more than that. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. But beyond that, there's nothing really of interest unless you want any of these cloaks or boots. which are in just various states of decomposition. And
I'll hold a few up. Anybody want any of this stinky stuff?
yeah, it's
No, thank you.
pass.
Horny has higher standards than that. Thank you.
I would hope so. Yes, because they're pretty nasty. You do recognize, by the way, though, a lot of I'll just say familiar-looking clothing. And by that I mean probably belong to some of the gnomes that have gone missing over the various months, and so this ogre's probably been eating a few of your kinfolk. So, but yeah, so they again, the ogre peacefully snoring. He's out for a few days, along with the mutants, the ones that are still living. Nothing else of interest in this room.
Yeah,
Okay.
if I get disapproval from my god, I can lose access to spells for like weeks at a time, or get like
Ooh.
invisible runes that are only visible by the people of the faith that I'm part of, and it shows as I'm a dishonored member of that faith until I gain atonement again.
Oh yeah, which can be like a whole session of just you gaining atonement.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure there's
Not able to
drawbacks.
gain XP for 24 hours, stuff like that.
Yeah, that sucks. That
Yeah.
sucks. All right. So yeah, it doesn't appear that there's anything else of any interest in this room or of value. Like I said, the ogre itself just has this huge club as far as a weapon goes. This kind of stereotypical.
I assume you'd let us know if we saw like a pouch or anything like that.
I tossed the pouch of gold back to
Yeah.
Mordecai, and I showed off the skull. I don't know what it does yet, so
that's fine. I mean, obviously most of the stuff on this guy we wouldn't want, but I'm assuming obvious like a pouch, he let us know. Okay.
Yeah, so it's actually scattered throughout various pouches, but you find a total of the 724.
Is there anything in this room? As I'm trying to remember back, we were seeing like these two ghosts fighting and stuff.
Yep.
Is there anything in this room that seems to be similar to this door that we couldn't access, or to the ghost? Like, is there etchings or anything like that, or any levers or?
No, nothing that you can see anyway. I mean, yeah, you don't find anything. The only thing is, the ogre had keys, but you found out quickly that those are just for the cells.
Okay.
Or for the little cages.
Well, which way next? And what do we do with the?
I say we just leave everything as is. Go ahead and dump the soup back towards the alcove, away from everything that's asleep, and then we sneak back out of here. See if we can brace the door, and then go through one of the doors that's north or south.
All right.
Yeah, so if you recall, this is the room you were talking. Whoops, I've got the wrong thing selected here. So this over here. Why is I not able to click on the map anymore?
You broke it.
Are you sure you're on the right layer?
This was the room over here, right? That was.
Yeah. That's the one with the battling ghosts. Yeah. But yeah. So anyway, why is this? This is so strange. Oh, that's why. Okay. I think I figured it out. Yep. There we go. All right. So yeah, you move back into the statue room. I don't know if you need a refresher as far as what was in there. Or you found, if you remember, you did find like a single boot behind this statue up here.
What was here?
It's another door, and I don't think you've been through it yet.
No, we have not.
So there's that door.
Want to go through the
then there's also
the hallway north or south. And then we got another door.
You got door here. You got door here.
Let's clear the
you got
one
lots
side
of choices.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go through this door next.
So top right. Okay.
Top right's fine.
All right. Okay, let me make sure.
Pop the door open because weirdly he's the toughest.
Hey, All right.
I don't know what it is, but somehow or another, whenever I play a cleric, my clerics become like the tank of the party in any fantasy setting that allows clerics. I don't know.
So
why.
you're just gonna open it, you said?
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. I like that.
And Wally got a little impatient and didn't think to let
Yeah,
the two rogues check for
The
traps.
two rogues find traps. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Wally said it. Wally did it.
So
I
you
guess
see
you're
a
You're
hallway.
playing to your chaotic deity, so.
And it doesn't necessarily help that Wally is also playing Horowitz. You know, Horowitz is going to shout out, "Hey, dummy, let us check the doors in the future. I know you're buffing all, but please don't die."
So it's an unremarkable passageway, similar to the others that you've seen, except for the fact that there's an archway right here, which looks like it's carved like it's formed of intertwined branches.
Oh, really?
Which, yeah, then so I mean, it's stone carved to look like intertwined branches, and oh no, I'm sorry, it actually is branches. So this is the first sign, and it looks like it's hard to tell. It looks like the branches actually go into the stone above. Branches might be not the best description, more like roots.
Horowitz is going to go check for traps on it.
And then
Does
sprawled on the floor. I mean, even before that, put yourself back right here for now, because you might want to know about what else is in there first. Okay, so upon opening the door, you see immediately in front of you here the corpse of a dwarf with a ginger beard all the way to his knees, and there's a cord, some sort of a cord wrapped around his throat.
Hey,
Looks like a black cord
Travis,
of some
thanks
sort.
for the subscription. It's very appreciative. That does help out the
Yes,
library.
thank you. I haven't even been watching the stream, so thank you. All right. So yeah, like I said, there's it looks like he died of strangulation, and the corpse is not all that old. It's like it hasn't even started decaying yet.
Just another one of those gnome sex things.
No, it's a dwarf.
I know.
It's definitely a dwarf, not a gnome.
Yeah, but there was a dead dwarf like tied up with the tree, the last one.
True. So he's lying right here, and then beyond him you can see that archway. But yeah.
So Horowitz is detecting traps at a 25. Anything?
So how exactly? What are you looking at, and how exactly are you?
Horowitz is kind of getting into the doorway, you know. And
it's a pretty damn good roll. But
anything that screams out to him like, "Hey, hey, dummy, don't do that."
Okay, so yeah, the first thing that screams out to you is that's not a black cord. It actually looks like a vine. So on closer inspection, it looks like a vine, very similar to the vines that are forming this archway over here, wrapped around the throat of this dwarf. But it's been cut. It looks like it's been cut, and the dwarf was able to, make it to the door here.
Okay.
But he's got like his hands are clutched to his throat and everything.
Can our wizard friend detect magic?
I don't know.
Did we lose our wizard friend?
That's a good question. William, you still there?
His screen went. Oh, he's just as I need him. He says, "Be right back." Okay, so I'll have Wally cast detect magic because alarm bells are ringing with that. So
yeah,
roughly the same as last time. I can tell if something's magic or not. Not all that
high. No, you don't detect any magic in the area.
Okay, so
whatever it. Oh, go ahead.
I am gonna do something interesting.
All right.
Because.
And the dwarf, by the way, looks like the way he's dressed. One thing you notice is he's wearing leather armor. There are, there's like fresh earth on his boots, like dirt. And but yeah, anyway.
I'm going to try wood weirding.
Hmm.
I'm gonna see if
What
I
does
can,
that do?
It allows me to manipulate some wood.
Okay.
So I'm going to attempt to manipulate the wood in this hallway.
Okay. So it would just be the vegetation in the archway, and it's hard to tell if
Sorry
it was.
about that.
Oh, no worries.
Let's see.
So wood weirding, is that what it's called?
Yep. So,
And it's a cleric spell.
Yeah. Just barely pass. Cleric causes
I
a wooden object 5 foot square or smaller to bend and warp, destroying its functionality.
Okay.
Shutters spring open, arrows and spears become bent and useless. Affected melees impart -4. Check on a check roll. So I'm gonna try to twist all the wood up back into the arch, so that it and not itself.
Yeah, so it doesn't really have the effect that you had hoped that it would.
But around fire, it would have. But it was like,
so the vines writhe a little bit as the magic hits them, so you can now tell that they definitely are capable of movement, but they don't react in the way that you had hoped. And it's because they're not truly wood. They're you know what I mean. They're
not dead. They're not.
Yeah, they're not dead wood.
Yeah,
basically.
I'm gonna look at our friend with his sucking bus and then say, hey, there's some living wood. We've ran into this stuff before. If you can burn it, we might be able to continue on here. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Know what I mean? Know what I mean?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. Well, you're the only one with a sucking bus, so.
Oh. Wow, I totally did not get that. No, I don't have any.
I didn't either until just now.
Explodey, catch things on fire powers. Sorry.
No firepower.
Well, I mean, firepower. You want a pack of wolves or a flock of geese? I could probably help you, but
I can do a bunch of snakes. That doesn't help me in here either.
All right, I'm gonna throw a torch. I'm gonna throw a torch at it.
Torches on living wood. I mean, we're 1 for 1 on it, but okay. Let's see if we can go for 2 for 2.
All right, so you toss a torch over there. Just make me an.
Did we try that before? Maybe I wasn't here when we tried that.
You did it on the tree, on the stump. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which
So just a regular
Yeah, just make a use your dex modifier because you're throwing it.
But are they flaming geese?
Yeah, set them on fire.
Yes, there you go. Let's summon a flock of geese, light them on fire, and send them into the trap.
All right, yeah. So your torch lands, exactly where you want it to. It actually strikes like a clump of the vines where they're thickest, and it just it hits them. It doesn't flare up or anything. It just kind of hits and falls to the ground. So there's now a lit torch, just laying on the ground right here. Underneath the archway, and the vines don't.
Them on fire or no?
What's that?
Does it seem to be slowly catching them on fire? Or
not at all. Not at all.
Does the fire go out right away?
Not right away, but I mean it will eventually. But no.
Okay, this I might be able to help with.
There's a wet sapling, and it won't ignite. Where we were dealing with an old stump that was willing to.
I go. Okay, I come over. I said, let me try something. Move out of the way for a second.
Okay. You just step over this poor dwarf.
Here it goes. Oh, that was not a good roll.
Oh no!
Ooh. I think that's just a fail, though, right?
Yeah, it's just a failure. Well, I'll try again then. It's not like we're in combat.
It's true. You're not. We're not an initiative or anything.
Whoa!
So how low do you have to roll for there to be like?
It's gonna get worse.
Did I just ask that?
Yeah, I gotta have a 2. It's gotta be under 2. Okay, finally a decent roll. Hold on.
Okay.
Target doubles and sevens.
Anything 11 or under, you've lost the spell.
No, it just says. Oh, it says lost and failure. I didn't realize that's what lost meant.
You lose the spell. That's what's vicious about wizard magic.
That is vicious.
As crazy
wait.
So you lose it for the day, and then you can rememorize it, right? So yeah.
Oh,
okay.
okay. I
So in other words,
yeah, not lost. It's just
no, not
you can't
permanently.
use it for the remainder of the day.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then never
So
mind. Ignore all the rest of the rules.
They use the Vancian spellcasting for wizards. So
yeah, they
No,
use,
that's
use
great.
a mixture of it. Only if you fail do you lose it. If
Right.
you don't fail, you can cast it
You can
a
keep
bazillion
casting
more
it.
times.
Yeah, gotcha.
No problem.
Yeah.
That's great. I didn't know that, but that makes it even better balanced. Okay.
Yeah. And
okay. So after
you think my spells have gone bonkers? Wait till you see one of his go where he rolls a 19 or 20 with crazy bonuses and it just vomits out. Oh.
Yeah, like a fireball or something. I'd almost hate to see what it does.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, your spell fails, but no effects other than that.
Okay, no problem.
Does anyone else have an idea? Have anything they want to do or try? Or? And you can see just at the throwing the torch up there actually let you see a little bit. So it looks like there's an intersection up here where you can go north over there.
Do you want to grab some sleeping bodies and chuck them in there?
It also continues that way.
We can throw some sleeping mutants in there and maybe keep it occupied while we walk through.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's many things you could do.
Anybody else?
That's definitely an option.
I'm willing to give it a try.
Sure.
I'm willing to let you give it a try.
Chat said.
All right, so you go back. You go back and you grab one of the mutants.
Yeah.
And drag him out there, and you're just gonna kind of
chuck him in. Try to chuck him in past the dwarf.
Okay, so you can get. I mean, you have to get a little bit closer, but you can get close enough, and you just kind of shove him over there. Yeah. And yeah, the vines descend and just wrap around him and just start to pull him apart. And it looks like to you that you can now see that they're covered in thorns, and it looks like they're actually sucking body fluids out of him at the same time, while they're kind of pulling him apart.
While they're doing that, Wally's going to take an opportunity. So as they throw him in, he's going to cast blessing on himself.
One question on sleep though, before we go too much further. So if something is getting attacked and takes damage, does that break sleep or no?
Yeah, he wasn't magically asleep, so that guy woke up.
There's two kinds of sleeps, and he's only got the basic sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do have a magical, only the kiss of a prince will wake you up kind of thing.
Okay, so so basically, I gotta actually do this a different way. Then
as soon as we threw him on the ground,
and
he got grabbed, that mutant would have woke up.
All right, yeah, he wakes up. He's gonna take some damage here.
Yeah,
immediately starts shrieking. Yeah. Let's see how much damage he takes.
I have to roll a 1% chance that an elder being comes out when I cast
sleep. Oh, that could be. Yeah, that could be a problem.
That's a 1% chance. What are the odds?
1%.
I was wondering if anyone would pick that up. Yeah, no Cthulhu doesn't show up to say, "Hey, you stole my spell." So cool.
Okay. All right. So this was the yellow mutant. Okay. All right. Yeah. So he wakes up, screams, and then we're back in initiative again, I believe. He's definitely gonna. All right, so let me get it up here first. Okay, go ahead. And roll for initiative.
Okay.
Yeah, because this thing's gonna try and tear free and probably come after you. Ooh, I crit initiative. Not that it really matters, but
crit initiative, nice.
Yeah, it's like. Where's their initiative modifier?
That makes sense, like thematically, because he's gonna wake up real quick.
Oh yeah. I mean, he wants to get the fuck out of there.
Poor Horowitz only gets a 4, and he's got a +2 modifier.
So we get. All right. So who are we missing here? I don't think, or maybe nobody. Oops.
Our horny
me
wizard.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And sucking bus.
Who go on the same round.
You should be nicer to my wizard.
Okay. Well, this mute.
Or he might summon Cthulhu by accident.
That would be, yeah, be like, okay, guys, thanks for the game. Okay, so this thing shrieks in panic, tears its way free. It's bleeding now in several places, and charges. Who's this right here? Horowitz. Charges Horowitz.
Wally would be in front. He's stronger than Horowitz, so Wally would have been
Okay.
the one throwing him.
Yeah. And of course I should have called that out before too, but from going forward, in any case, so he's just going to lash out at you with his claws.
Has 11 strength. Wally's got a 14.
Okay, so he's going to bite. Yeah.
It's a lot better than my 7.
True.
This is like the first time a monster's been able to attack in a while. It doesn't matter though. I think Horowitz has got a pretty high AC, right? Or Wally, rather. Wally has a 21?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a miss. Like a miss and then some. Okay, Wally. So this thing is in your face.
I already rolled for it. Do my blessing on myself. So
okay.
I get 1d3 plus caster level. So I receive bonus to all attacks, damage rolls, saving throws, skill checks, spell checks, equal to 1d3 plus my caster level. So
okay. So all the things. All right. Oops.
So
I actually need to roll for the vines too. Sorry.
Yeah, I get +6 to everything for 1 turn, and everybody within 5 feet of me also gets that +6.
Okay.
Yeah. So all of you that are
that's pretty amazing.
Right next to me. Yeah, it is more powerful if I cast it on myself. It is more powerful if I cast it on myself than other people. Because I rolled basically the same for Horowitz, and he got a +2. And with that, I would a minimum of 4, maximum of 6 at the level.
All right. Gotcha. All right. So Wally, you cast Bless.
Yep.
Mordecai.
So you got +6 to everything right now.
+6? Can I?
Yeah, I'll say you could stab. It's not like because he's like pushing his way through, so you could kind of stab diagonally. Yeah.
So we get +6 on our attack.
That's insane.
And damage.
Okay.
Skills, spell.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's 11. That was a horrible roll.
With the +6.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna miss. He kind of dodges out of the way somehow.
I mean, I almost critical failed that. That was so bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say. And even if you hit, it was 1 damage.
Yeah, well, that would have been +6, so it would have been 7
gotcha.
damage. But
All right, so the vines just kind of flail around over there, and Horny, or HB, we'll call you. You're up. You've got a crazed mutant in the doorway.
Yeah. All right. Hopefully this doesn't, blow up in my face, so to speak.
I hope it doesn't blow up in our face.
Well, no, it should be fine, really.
I'm sure it will be. I just want to see that 1%.
Cast. No, I'm not doing that spell right now. Well, I mean, I could, but no. I'm going to
do something. Let's see, something new.
I'm going to do an animal summoning about here, so whatever I summon can come up behind him.
Okay. And
we got a 19, which is one mundane animal up to 2 hit dice, or 2 1-hit dice.
Okay. So your options, by the way, on that. Do you want a 2-hit die animal?
Yeah, I'd prefer a 2-hit die animal.
All right. Let me look really quick. So in the on page, you guys can maybe page through it faster than I can, but I'm going to look also. So on page. Page 398 or 394, you can see that the creature section starts. So look through and see. We're going to try and find animals that are 2-hit dice. So far.
Well, most of these aren't animals. They're like even the giant rat. That's a magical thing, right? Is there actually?
No, it's an animal.
Okay,
So
well,
like,
unfortunately, it's 4 hit die.
the giant rat's 4 hit die. Wow, that's a beefy.
Yeah. Let's see. They got a wolf here. Let me see.
Maybe there's a bear. I see. Okay, I see a giant beetle. That's 2 hit die.
Actually, dire wolf is 2 hit die. So I'm gonna.
All right.
So,
So you want it to be? You want
this
it to be a
this
dire
is what
wolf?
happens. You
Okay.
see behind him, a animal skeleton of a wolf appears. Slowly, you see organs pop in, and then muscles begin to knit together as the skin grows, and then the dire wolf fully forms.
That's pretty badass. Yeah, that's pretty. In this system, I would expect it to be something like that. All right. All right. We're gonna use this counter here. Whoops. All right. There it is. What's the little red thing on there?
That was my attempt at drawing a wolf freehand.
Okay. Well, no, there we have a wolf. Okay.
And it's a dire wolf, not a wolf. So
yeah, it's a dire wolf.
I basically command him to attack.
Size medium, right? I'm assuming.
Let's see. It
Actually,
says
it's under
net
wolf
plus
dire.
5. Attack is +6 melee at d6 +2. Moves at 40. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, hit dice too. Okay. All right. Cool. All right.
Based in, bottom of the initiative order.
Is that what it says?
That's what I'd guess. If typically what happens when things pop into.
Yeah, that would make sense to me. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I could see if you wanted to say it didn't go to my next round, like it took this round to form and next round to do something. That's fine with me.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to compromise, and I'm going to have it roll initiative, and then it'll go on the next round of initiative. But it could potentially be higher, in the order.
So roll its initiative.
All right.
There,
so it's initiative. It gets a +5 initiative modifier. So I'll go ahead and roll it.
Okay.
Sure.
So I got a 9.
Oh, that's great. So it'll actually go in 2 rounds, or in two initiative points.
Well, next turn. So you.
Horowitz
but
has got to go.
Right. All right, hold on here. Oof. Okay, and I said a 9, right?
Yes.
Okay. But does it specify though when? Does it say anything in the description as far as when it goes or anything like that?
That's what I can see.
Yeah, I think there's something in the rulebook about when something enters into combat.
Yeah, I mean, all it says under the general is that I summon it, and under the specifics, it just talks about the creature itself. It doesn't actually talk about.
So I'm going to say, like you said, that it forms into being like a skeleton, and then the organs form. I'm going to say that takes. That it can go next time. Does that seem fair?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. On my round, it appears, and then next initiative, it'll be active.
Okay. All right. So
totally fine.
The vines immediately lash out at it.
Oh, I forgot about the vines.
Yeah, they're going to lash out at it, and since it's right there.
Why didn't someone remind me about the vines?
I was wondering why you summoned it right there.
I
thought you wanted me, and I crit.
I was going for drama.
Okay, guys, I crit with the vines.
Fuck.
So at least we get to see what they're doing now.
We get to see a monster crit table here.
Divine crit?
Jesus, I'm not going to even address that.
I guess Jesus would have divine crits.
He would. All right, so let's roll on the crit table here and see what we get. Actually, how does that work? So he crit. Do I just roll a d20 on the table, or monster crits? It says
you roll a
natural.
Roll a d whatever, because different levels.
A monster crit. Oh yeah. Okay, I see. Monsters. It's based on their hit dice. Okay, so a 1. Okay, so it's gonna. Yeah, that's much better than what could have happened. So it's gonna be a d4.
Warriors add their class level to their initiative rolls.
Do they?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Okay, so basically this thing, because it doesn't have that many hit dice, is only going to roll a d4. Basically nothing happens. So it hits, and it does its normal damage, but the text is PC is disarmed, weapon lands a d12 feet away. So obviously the wolf...
He armed my wolf?
Yeah, it disarmed your
You
wolf.
discovered your dire wolf was old and had dentures.
Something, yeah. It rips its teeth out. No, the wolf's just going to take 3 points of damage, and that's it.
That's not bad.
Okay. Do you want me to roll its hit points? I know
yeah, go ahead and roll its hit points.
It said 2d6, so...
Yeah, 2d6, yep.
Yeah, so it's good.
All right, so it's down to 7. Okay.
Do you want to put me under control of the token, and then I can just maintain it from there?
Yeah. Controlled by... Okay, there we go. Okay, can you move it now?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so it's taking a little bit of damage, and it is the wolf's turn.
I'll put its hit points on the bar, so that way...
It's not the wolf's turn. Wolf is in the midst of being summoned.
Correct. All right, Horowitz, you're up.
I'm gonna try to scramble what is left of this mutant in front of us.
Okay. He's only actually been hit once so far.
You know that you will go.
Oh, not quite enough, unless you want to burn luck.
No, I don't want to burn luck.
Oh no, actually, I'm sorry. That's exactly what you need. That's exactly what you need.
Then
you stop your blessing.
11. That'll be, and I forgot he was a thief, so I can burn luck. But that'll be a total of that'll be 11 damage.
Okay, almost dead.
And one
Not
of that
quite.
is my die roll. The rest is bonuses.
It's insane. All right, yeah, you deal him a nearly mortal blow. The mutant is going to lash out again at Wally, and as it shrieks in pain. It has apparently no sense of self-preservation. Where would it run anyway?
Yeah.
I get a 20, not a natural 20. Is that enough?
No.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, it misses. I mean, it hits your armor or something.
Yeah,
so.
when Wally leveled up, he got one more.
Yeah. So a 20 is not a hit. Okay, Wally, you're up. How long does your wolf last, by the way, William?
Like a full minute or something. It's longer than combat's going to be.
Okay. Yeah, this is going to be over real
varies with this one 2 hours.
Oh, so if it survives, it can go with you then.
For a little while, yeah. It's basically, this particular level is basically a completely normal animal. They can hunger, thirst, and need rest as usual.
Okay.
And they'll obey any commands within normal bounds, so nothing suicidal.
Right.
I think Wally hit him, and that'll be 15 points.
Yeah, you murder this thing.
Mother trucker, just got out of my way.
Yeah, it falls to your... I guess you hit it with a mace. Yeah. Okay.
My holy symbol, which happens to just be a ring, basically.
All right, Mordecai, you're up. So basically, we're still in initiative, but the vines can't actually get to you from there. The only thing they can currently attack are the wolf.
Do you want to make it through the vines and start hacking at them, or see if you can get past the vines while the wolf is busy with them?
That's a good question. I'm looking to see if
that was the entire idea of throwing the body in there, is to see if it would occupy the vines and we could get through.
I wonder if I could sneak past them. Probably not in combat.
No, I mean, it's definitely...
Me and the succubus are petting it. What a good dire wolf. Good drone.
No, it's right now. It's still standing there by the vines.
Oh, I thought we were out of combat.
No, we're not. Because the dog's still
okay.
Yeah, the
dog
big
is-
dog.
Oh, that's bullshit. Okay, all right. So you don't like my dog? I got it.
You're the one that put it in the vines.
I like it just fine.
I didn't mean to.
All right, Mordecai.
Can I like go up and reach the vines between where this direwolf is?
What are you trying to do exactly?
I'm gonna hack at the vines.
Okay, you
With
can
my
hack at the
sword.
vine. Like you can like kind of move past. So the vines are like right here-ish, right?
At least
Yeah,
half
Yeah,
the
you can
vines
take
that
a
are
swing at
attacking
him.
the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can actually move past him a little bit. Yeah.
Alright, and yeah, I'm gonna take a swing at him.
Okay.
Yeah, preferably trying to target any that are latching onto or are actively attacking the direwolf.
Sure.
Let's see. Do we still have our blessing on?
You were too far away from me now to.
5,
Oh,
10, 15,
it's got a
20?
radius.
Yeah, it's 5 feet.
Oh.
You no longer have
Okay
your
then.
+6.
Ugh. I rolled horrible again. 8.
Yeah, so you're just kind of flailing around and the vines are all moving, so you don't really hit anything.
I hate that it shows your to hit and the damage because now you're like, damn, I would have done such good damage if I actually.
Yeah, that was a good damage
exactly.
one.
That's
Alright.
a
That's
decent
about all I
roll.
can do.
But yeah, you're actually on the other side of them now, but they're still, you're still within range right there. So is that as far as you can move?
Let's see. As long as they're not attacking me, no. I want to maybe step
He can
back
get
a little
he can
bit.
get all the way to here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I should be able to get to about there.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you do. So you make it to there, and so you're able to see a little bit further down that hallway. And then you can see that this definitely, you can see what looks like the base of some stairs over here, but you can't quite see around the corner.
Okay.
So like right there, the bottom of a set of stairs, it looks like going up. All right, so Horny.
There's no mutant preventing you from getting in the hallway now to save your dog that you summoned in the branches.
Yeah, there are actually two bodies right here. There's a mutant and a dwarf. So the mutant's actually laying on
I just
top
yell
of
at
the
the
body.
dog to get away from the branches.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, it will on its turn. Yeah.
After it gets mangled by vines yet again.
Yes.
You know, why are you so happy about the demise of my? Do you just not like wolves? Is that what it is?
I have no
Yeah.
problem with wolves.
Are you a racist?
It's
when it comes to
suspect
wolves?
of little demon hunters that
You're-
summon wolves directly into vine traps.
You're a wolf racist, aren't you? You just don't like them.
I like the wolf. I just have questions about the one that summoned it right in the middle of a trap.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Uncool.
He's distracting it. The wolf is serving a vital purpose right now. Okay.
Wolf was like, I was just chilling in the woods a
minute
ago.
That's the thing, though. I wonder: is it a natural animal or is it a magical summons?
Yeah. Did you just create out of thin air? Did you
Right.
teleport?
Did it actually
somewhere?
It got pulled in from it was with its pack, raising its cubs and everything like that. And it pulled in.
See this land,
There's
Junior. Someday this wood's what I'll be yours. Daddy, what did you know?
Yeah, where's Daddy? And you'll find these like starving wolf puppies somewhere. So terrible. Anyway, all right, we're going way too deep into this.
As this poor wolf is murdered by the vines, he cries out for his
to his
the
children.
love of his life and his poor little wolf pups that may die without him, and his hunting.
All right, HB, what you got? Moving on.
It's your turn.
You've given directions to your wolf. Now what?
That's it. I mean,
Wolf, get out of
I
there.
don't
Okay.
really have
All
anything
right.
else to do.
All right, fair enough. The vines, however, do have something else to do.
They're gonna crit again.
Maybe not.
Don't hurt my baby.
I missed with a 5, so.
Don't hurt my fur baby.
All right, Wolf. What's the wolf gonna do?
He comes over and gets pet.
Okay, Wolf comes over and gets pet.
Good dire wolf. Good dire wolf. We start petting him. Rolls on his belly. Patches belly.
All right, Horowitz, you're up.
Horowitz runs up, grabs the torch, and shoves it into the branches as he attempts to run through.
Okay, just kind of shoves it up there. I guess make an attack roll. Yeah.
Let's see. I missed, but
Horowitz, what's your AC?
it's only 17, I think.
All right. Yeah. So as you're doing that, one of the vines reacts and lashes out at you, hitting you for 1 point of damage as you run past. And your torch, you do notice your torch doesn't seem to they don't seem to be burning or even smoking at all. Like the fire doesn't seem to be affecting them in any way. But you do manage to run past, and is that as far as you're going to go, just to out of their range?
As far as he can go.
Okay, all right. The mutant continues to be dead. So basically, from this point on, we can kind of drop initiative, and just tell me what you want to do from this point.
Wally's going to walk up and just beat the snot out of this thing. He's now angry with it.
What thing?
The archway thing.
Oh, he's just going to start Okay, so he walks up.
Just start bashing.
Bashing at the archway. You notice that you're doing no damage whatsoever. Like you smash one of the vines, and it almost immediately regenerates and grows back.
And it didn't detect any magic.
No. You do get, it like tries to wrap around, but you're too heavily armored for it to penetrate. But you're just bashing at it. It seems like you're not having any real effect on it.
See if I can really mess with this thing if it's belongs to some other deity. I'm gonna consecrate this land.
Okay. Anybody else? So that would be. Does anybody else want to do anything while this is happening? Anyone? Or are we just going to wait and see what Molly does?
I am not a fighter. I'm a lover. So I'm just going to relax until the antics stop, or I have something that can throw.
Mordecai, Horowitz, are they doing anything at this point, or?
Horowitz is going to move a little further down.
Sure.
So with the consecrated, the holy sanctuary, enemies are compelled to focus their attacks against other targets as long as the attackers can reasonably attack someone. And attacks on the cleric, an enemy must make a will save to attack me.
Okay. All right, so yeah, you do that. And how long does it take? Is it just like one action, basically?
Yeah, and lasts for one.
All right,
turn.
yeah, the roots. So you notice the roots continue to lash out at you. They don't appear deterred at all, but they still can't penetrate your armor effectively. So they're still flailing around and lashing around. So
I just look at the others. I was like, if you want to come through, now's a good time to do it. I can at least absorb some of the damage. Oh. Hint at the one thing that's on the one character that's on the other side of the arch.
Okay, you're moving up there, Mordecai. Okay, let's go ahead and. Bless you.
So tired.
So yeah, you can see that. It is indeed a set of stairs going up. Let me check something here real quickly. All right.
If the wizard's not going to take the hint, Wally's just.
And then down here at the other end, like the other passage, it looks like it opens out into a room at the far end down there, but you can't quite see it from there. But then, yeah, the stairs definitely go up, and you smell. It smells like vegetation, like almost like the smell of, like you would imagine a forest to smell.
Is this the way out of this infernal?
It's definitely a smell you haven't it's been a while, right? It smells, you smell the plants and earth and that sort of thing.
Wally's like, F you all, I want out of this dank cave.
But hold on one second here. Let me see if there's a little bit more than that. Yeah, and you can hear the sounds of like it sounds like insects chirping, or maybe birds and insects making different various sounds from up there. Okay, so you're going to head up the stairs. So I'll put a new map up in a second here, but it opens out into a large natural cavern. It's the roof maybe 40 feet above you. The floor is rich earth, jet black soil, and it's basically a subterranean jungle. So scattered throughout this large chamber are jet black plants and trees filling the room. The trees up to 30 feet tall. You can hear, like I said, the chirping of birds or animals or insects coming from the trees. And there's a giant bronze statue in the middle of the chamber. It looks like a giant fat man, almost like a Buddha, in a benevolent posture, smiling cross-legged. And it looks like there's something beyond the statue on the other side of the far wall, but it's kind of hard to make out. You can see a light of a sort in the distance.
Keep getting fooled and keep getting closer to being outside and just it's so far away. Going.
And the giant fat man is actually the
months of game time left. This dungeon never seems to stop.
Yeah. By the way, what are you doing? Are you still hanging out over there in the other room?
Yeah, I mean, I thought they were just investigating. I didn't realize they were going to go down a whole new section. So
we disappear. There's stairs that smelled like the outside. You don't know what the outside is. We do. We all want out to the real world again.
I'll run up there and try to catch up, I guess.
Okay. As you run through the archway.
See if you get attacked.
Yes. Will a 16 hit?
Oh yeah, I think I'm at 11.
All right. So you're going to take 1 point of damage. It's just a point. I hope not. 1 point.
Okay.
So the succubus. Does the succubus have stats? And
yeah, she's only 6 inches tall though.
Okay, so she's going to get missed, and the wolf is also going to get missed as you guys rush past the vines.
Okay.
And so you find. Actually, this is the cover of the module. I don't know if I posted it before. This artwork.
I don't think you did, or is that the picture that is on the front of the roll 20 thing?
No. I'll go ahead and stick it in the Discord here. Maybe.
The hole in the oak?
Yeah. It's like a picture. It looks like a big Buddha. All right, yeah, there we go. Boom, in the Discord.
He looks very friendly.
It does, yeah, and that's what it calls out the fact that it's got a smiling countenance.
But the guy on the right does not look friendly.
No.
I should just walk up and take every ounce of opportunity to consecrate this into a new safe zone for us.
You turn the Buddha into a chaotic Buddha?
Yes.
Let me actually. I'm gonna have to put up another map
It's
here.
Officially my goal.
Let's take a short break. Let's take a 5-minute break here.
Okie doke.
Okay.
And I will go ahead and switch to another map.
Yeah. Because so if I bless myself and then I bless each one of you very well, then that all stacks as bonuses. And then I cast the Holy Sanctuary to make it so. Because if I can get a +2 on each one of you, that's +6. And if I can get a +6 or more on myself.
What do you have to roll to make it like a permanent sanctuary?
32.
Well, the way we've been rolling, we could almost bet on that.
Oh, well, I almost did it before.
I know.
Without really stacking the deck. Now that I know how to really break it, I can take time to do it, and I can make this Hotai Happy Buddha into a chaotic zone for my dismembered god.
So wholesome. All right. We'll have vision here in just a moment. Yeah, I mean, presumably the
He'll just be happy that my god is his god now. My God is your God is my God. Only if you believe what I believe.
That's beautiful.
From the east side of the cave to the west side of the cave.
All right, yeah, you can't really see too much further past the statue because of the thick vegetation. But are you able to see that okay, everybody?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So yeah, so obviously this is the statue.
All right. So are we not taking a 5-minute break?
That was our 5-minute break.
Oh,
sure. Let's take 5 minutes for real, and actually 6 minutes, and reconvene at 8 p.m. Want to do that? Yep.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Everyone, we'll be back shortly.
Anyone still there by chance? Just checking. Nope. All right. Okay, I am back. I don't know who else is back.
Oh, I'm back.
Okay.
So I posted an ad for the Fallout thing on Reddit. So hopefully.
Yeah. Might be your best bet. That's pretty much what I had to do. Is I don't know if people just aren't looking for a game and they just use it for other reasons. I don't know. But I was surprised I didn't get more people either when I reached out. I think with something like Fallout, which is well loved and well known, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I never really heard of Dungeon Crawl Graphics before Gen Con, so I can see that.
Yeah, I mean, just the name alone is just like, oh, it's a dungeon crawl and it's classic. So you know what I mean. It's kind of
yeah.
This is going to be old school D&D basically with some twists. But yeah, I would have figured something like Fallout would have drawn interest. All right, we all back? No? Yes, maybe.
Back
No,
to
they're
my screen up here in a sec.
There we go.
Yeah, if you look at Rendezvous, they're both turned off right now.
Oh, okay. I don't ever look at that. I look at it in the very beginning, and that's about it. So I've got on one side I have Roll20, and on the other I have Twitch.
The 2 or 3 second delay between the cast and the Twitch stream throws me off. So I can only pay attention to the Rendezvous and the actual Roll20. Because when
gotcha.
Yeah,
no, you're right.
Twitch, and I try to move a character, and like 3 seconds later, it finally moves.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So one thing I haven't really stressed this before, but if you're telling me that you're going to move somewhere, like your character, please go ahead and do that. It can be important. And so it looks like Wally and Horowitz have moved up to the statue. Is anyone else moving into the room? So before you do anything else, Horowitz, I just want to see what everybody else is doing.
Yeah. How dark are these trees?
Very dark. It almost looks like the wood itself is black. I mean, you do get that natural smell, but it's very thick and humid. It's not like a deciduous forest or anything like that. It is definitely jungle-like. It's very humid, moist, and a lot of vines, a lot of undergrowth, that sort of thing. You also notice, and all of you that have gone in there notice that the earth beneath your feet is extremely soft. Like it's almost like walking in snow. Maybe not quite that soft, but it's like spongy almost. I guess that would be
kind of like
a way to
moss
describe.
or fungus.
Yeah, it's almost like a loam or something.
I'm gonna move up to kind of the trees here, and then I rolled a 15 to hide in the shadows. I'm just gonna
you feel fairly confident that you're hiding. As you look around, you can see an occasional. It might just be a trick of the light that you bring with you, like glowing eyes looking back at you from the treetops, from the branches above, and you can hear the chirruping sound continuing of whatever creatures might be lurking in the branches. What about HB over there and the wolf?
And
then I'll get back to.
In general, I'm somewhat cowardly, so I'll make it up to here, but I'm not like dying.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and you look at, and the wolf begins to. So it is basically a natural animal, right? Like it.
Yeah, totally. It hungers the whole bit.
Okay, the wolf. You notice the wolf's hackles stand up, and it starts to emit like a low growl, as it looks around, and it starts smelling the air. It looks very alert, right?
What is it, Lassie? What is it, girl?
She just kind of like this low snarl. Not like that at all, but all right. Anyway, so back to Wally and Horowitz up there. Yeah, you're up there. You're at this statue, and now that you're in front of it, you can see that beyond, like again, the trees obscure a lot of your vision, but over in this direction, if I can ever click on the right fucking thing here, excuse me. All right, over in this direction, and again beyond the trees, you see what looks like faint light coming from that direction. I mean, it's a natural looking light.
Is there anything about this statue? Any writing on the statue?
No, other than the fact that it's massive in size. It's about 25 feet tall. Just like the picture, exactly. It's just basically it's a golden Buddha. It's not gold. No, it's made out of bronze. I should have specified.
It's a bronze.
But it's just this giant smiling.
People just kind of packed up. What gold? What?
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's worth 30,000 gold, and so therefore everybody levels. No, but it's basically just smiling benevolent. It's like your stereotypical fat Buddha statue.
Okay. I have a plan. I need everyone to get close to me. And I'm going to
And by the way, all of you at this point, as you glance up, I'm assuming occasionally into the trees, you can see these eyes staring back down at you from all over, just in the tree branches.
Okay, I'd like to hear more about that. That seems more interesting right now than the Buddha.
So the chirruping, it sounds almost like, at this point, it sounds almost like childish laughter, like childish giggling almost. And you just see the eyes that they kind of look down at you and then disappear, just from all over, from every direction, but way high up in the trees.
Come in closer, I could do what I want to do, and we'll be, safer.
All right. I'll step out of the shadows and come up next to him.
All right. Yeah,
I'll have Titania come up and sit on my shoulder, so they might be able to. I mean, if they're fairy types, they might see her as one of them. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, and the wolf, the wolf is under your command, but still seems to hesitate, as it follows you into the room.
Yeah, no problem. I keep him near me. I'm just putting Titania on my shoulders so that if they are fairies, maybe they'll think she's one of them or something.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, you get +2 to all your attack and damage rolls, saving throws, skill checks, spell checks for 1 turn.
Starting now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast this. This is going on Wally. I just think I maxed that out. So,
what just happened?
I'm casting Blessing on Wall, or not on Wall. This is on Horowitz. Receives bonus to all attacks, damage, rolls, saving throw, skill checks, spell checks, is equal to 1d3 plus caster level. Lasts for 1 turn. In addition, allies within in addition, the ally radiates a holy aura. All allies within 20 feet receive the same blessing as long as they remain within the aura.
Okay.
So the funny thing
20-foot aura? It's a pretty big aura.
So he gets 4, so it gets +4 to everything. I need the wizard to come closer.
Okay.
Come closer, wizard. And the pooch just faithfully follows you.
Yeah. So hang on, it's you get ally receives you don't radiate a bonus, but you get +5 to all of your attack rolls, damage rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and spell checks for 1 turn.
So 1 turn, is that multiple rounds?
Yes.
Let me check. Is it 10 rounds or 6 rounds?
And then I'm going to cast this on myself. So.
Should be in the combat section, shouldn't it? Table of combat round.
And then, so I just cast this on myself. At this level power, the blessing applies to the cleric and to an enterprise he services in the name of his deity. Moreover, the blessing bestowed upon the ongoing enterprise is permanent. What? What?
Wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
What? The blessing is permanent?
As long as
See what I mean? This is
by the cleric's deity
fucking ridiculous.
I need to find out what the F in enterprise is.
Okay, so it lasts.
Note that
so a turn. Okay, here it is. A turn outside of combat is 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's on page 76 of the core rules.
Oh, the enterprise is us. What we're doing. So as long as we're doing this in serving my deity, we get this blessing.
Pretty much, as long as the campaign exists, we have this blessing.
Basically.
It does what? Plus.
I'm getting to that. Note. There is a reasonable factor in the deities granting this blessing attempt to abuse the
judge's discretion.
Yeah. Risk a deity's wrath. The enterprise may be a pilgrimage to a distant shrine, getting to the effing surface so that we can, get back to doing, searching.
That's the enterprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say our enterprise is getting out of this dungeon. That's kind of been our goal for most of this.
Yeah.
The surface. Yeah. The enterprise can be a pilgrimage to just a shrine, blah, blah, blah. Sea voyage. All persons involved in the enterprise with the cleric receive +1 bonus to all activities associated with the enterprise, as long as it remains in the service of the cleric's deity. In addition, the cleric can designate a number of individuals equal to his caster level who receive an expanded bonus of plus my caster level to all activities.
Jesus.
So all three of you get +3 instead of +1.
To everything.
Well, you told me I had a +5, so does that mean 2 more?
No.
Yeah, well, yes, because he's blessed, and then this is a greater blessing.
I'm going to say that it's not going to stack, because that seems crazy to me. You could just keep casting blessing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, it's not going to stack.
This mighty drain of strength. Cleric loses his ability to cast a spell, so I can't cast bless again.
You can't double like you can't just continually bless somebody to stack bonuses. So I'm going to say
you can't bless one person to stack bonuses, but you could, like if I cast high enough to bless one of them, and it gave an aura, but like most of them, only one of them got an aura. None of the others didn't get an aura.
So yeah, I'm going to say that the one is going to overwrite the other.
So what is my top bonus? How does that
work? Currently you're at a 5, but as soon as that wears out after one turn, you have +3, and I can't cast bless again for 13 days.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
But we have a plus. All of you have +3 to everything. I have a +1 to everything.
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking. Yeah. Just to clarify something, so timekeeping's on page 80. It looks like here, and actually 76. I'm sorry. And so a turn, which is outside of combat, is 10 minutes. A combat round is 10 seconds. So if that answers your question.
Okay.
So
one turn in combat is 6 rounds.
Where are you seeing that?
Well, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah. Well, no. A turn is 10 minutes.
Oh, so then it'd be 60 rounds.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Exactly.
Whew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Turn is 10 minutes. So rounds are combat,
Yeah.
turns are outside of combat. Unlike D&D. So in D&D, there's the combat turn, which is made up of 6
Steve,
rounds. But
Yeah.
Yes.
Is my wolf growling and nervous about the statue or about the things looking at us?
Can't tell. You can't. The wolf just seems nervous in general. Just agitated.
Okay, but he's not
in
like
general.
staring up at the trees and growling at that kind of thing.
Oh, he's looking all around. Like he's looking all around and
Okay.
just kind of.
Last before we get into
Doesn't
the
seem
tree
comfortable
things,
at all in here.
I'm going to cast Holy Sanctuary.
Okay.
Oh, not
Jesus
enough.
Christ.
I wanted it high enough to reconcentrate
I know you
the
did.
area.
All right. So what happens on a 29?
29 is.
Felt pretty good.
If I didn't honestly believe that you weren't
5,000
capable of
square
hacking
feet.
Roll20, I'd think you were hacking Roll20.
I've yet to see.
May designate a place as a holy sanctuary, look, up to 5,000 square feet for 1d7 days. Creatures in this place share the benefits of the holy sanctuary as followers, provided they service the cleric's deity.
Okay. Bless you.
Enemies
So what happened?
6 hit dice less cannot attack unless they use magical weapons, and enemies of 7+ hit dice or those using magical weapons must make a will
This
save.
basically, this basically just
Why
nullifies
do you get a
any
bonus
kind of.
of 14 to your rolls?
That was from high personality, luck, being the bonus that I just got plus if I can see, hang on.
Because you're
Personality-
29, you rolled a 9.
So I get bonuses for I get my caster level, then
Right.
the blessing, and my luck and my personality. I mean, my personality is maxed.
Is that right? That seems.
Wow.
Yeah,
Your personality or your personality bonus?
I've got a 20.
Yeah.
I've got a 20 in my personality, so I get 4 from personality.
Holy
Right.
crap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. So what about luck?
I get another 2 from luck. I get another 3 from level.
Okay.
Oh, we're
So I'm still
Yeah.
trying to
level?
see how this is a 20.
And then I got so I get from Horowitz's blessing is higher than my blessing, so I'm getting +5 from his at the moment, not the +1 from mine.
Dear Lord.
How is that?
I mean, he had a blessing with an aura.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
And that lasts. His blessing lasts how long?
His will be done in a turn.
So 10 minutes.
Yeah, because I cast Mordecai, then I
so
cast
we're just
Horowitz,
looking
then I
at-
cast his. So
So you've got like 20 points in bonus.
19, I think. So 4 from personality, 3 from level, 2 from luck, and 5.
Because that literally, I'm going to
Yeah.
tell you what that does. That literally nullifies any threat of this room at all. So you can basically just do as you will.
was
In
not
here.
the point of that. The point was I wanted to corrupt the statue.
Yeah, no, I
Was
see
the
what you're
only
saying.
point
but
of that.
Yeah. That's kind of okay. All right, it is what it. I mean, if that's what it is, then that's what it is. But okay, yeah, you create a sanctuary
5,000 square feet.
within this entire chamber and the area around it. Yeah.
So, not the point of this. Secondary effect of the spell, well, it could be good because we're not going to fight anything, but it could be bad because we don't get XP. What are you doing down there, cat?
This is kind of what I was talking, because it literally nullifies any danger that might have been present in this room. I'll just say that right now. Okay. Yeah. So other than that, you're not sure what happened. Like, you feel really good about things.
Yeah.
But it doesn't, nothing happens to the statue or anything like that. So it just remains a statue. So
Yeah, the idea was he looks so happy, he must be consecrated to my lord.
sure, yeah. So whatever religious significance this may or may not have had prior,
For the next
it's now basically a shrine to your god.
Getting attacked or whatever.
Yeah. All right. So yeah,
the next
you're
6
free
days.
to. Okay. And so things just can't attack. That's just
Unless they're magical, right? He said.
Yeah.
Over
real
6
estate.
hit dice, or if there's 6 dice or less attacking with magical weapons.
yeah. So okay. All right. So you do that, and now what do you wish to do next, basically?
Well, that was the extent of my thought process. I just wanted.
Okay.
I
Well,
just wanted to
that was.
concentrate.
I'll just go ahead and say that was very effective.
At the risk of annoying Steve,
Literally
Yes.
had no other idea past that.
at
There's
the
a
risk of
giant
annoying
golden
Steve,
god in here. It's my god now.
Right. All right. I
I
mean,
wave
that's
my hand back at this tree here.
okay.
I can't let David have all the fun. So
All right.
I cast Cloud Kill.
Oh,
over
into
here.
into the trees.
Into the tree. Yeah.
So what's the
Actually,
radius?
it's Choking Cloud. Sorry, not Cloud Kill.
Same difference, there, right?
So
Range 50 feet. So where are you putting it?
Well, it depends on the level I cast because I get, I can specify, but basically like in this corner.
So you're putting it at the corner. I guess how high off the ground are you putting it? That's what I'm getting at.
So I get a single acidic poisonous cloud that has a radius of 20 feet, centered on the target of my choosing. So if I put it like in this back corner, it should just handle this clump of trees right here.
So as soon as he does that,
right? But go ahead. Yeah.
He's no longer protected by the sanctuary.
Why is that?
Any aggressive actions. So any one individual is dispelled if that creature makes an aggressive action.
Oh.
So it's pretty much this much area.
Yeah.
Steve.
Okay. But I guess what I'm saying is, how high off the ground are you doing it? Like the center is how high?
I'm seeing the eyes up high, so that's kind of what I'm meaning. So
okay. All right.
It does for 2d4 plus rounds. Target in the cloud suffer a -1 penalty to all rolls. Back damage. Take 4 points of damage each round. I must make a fortitude save and first explodes, or be poisoned -2d4 agility for 1 day. In addition, my manifestation, and this is really the reason I wanted to cast this.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, gibbering allies, chittering, mephitic, rat-sized demons scurry forth from the wizard's pockets and sleeves, scattering around him in a scratching fury. They attack enemies within 10 feet, attack +2, 1d4, and aid the spell as appropriate before dissipating in a cloud of ash after 1 minute. So I'm picturing these little demons kind of rush out, start climbing up the trees, and gas is just billowing out from their mouth.
Yeah, no, it's badass. And it does how much damage?
I believe it said a D4 +2 per round. Let me double check.
So roll me
2d4 +4 a round.
+4. Okay. All right. Roll me a D8.
Well, I could just roll you 2d4 +4.
Yeah, I know. This is for something else.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So the damage is 11. Okay, that's fine. But D8's for something else. All right. So these little, it's pretty amazing. So these little demons, basically, is that demon rats? Is that what they are?
They're rat-sized demons.
Okay, these little tiny demons go shrieking into the trees, and you hear the little giggling that you were hearing earlier now turns into screams that are quickly cut off, like choking screams. And you see 6 forms fall out of the branches and hit the ground, and they're revealed to be. Hold on here. They look like babies.
Great.
So they literally look like that picture, that thing you were seeing on the picture.
Yeah.
So they look like little demonic babies.
Oh my god, that's so nasty looking.
Yeah. And now they're dead on the ground, and they choked out, frothing at the mouth, and they're just laying on the ground dead. And
I can also move the cloud 50 feet per round.
Okay, at that point we roll initiative.
Okay.
Right.
And
I'm so sorry, Steve. I can't help.
No one else.
No, don't be sorry. Yeah, that was aggressive. Don't be sorry. Hold on. Sorry, let me
Yeah.
pull the initiative
Yeah,
up again.
don't roll initiative until he
All
brings
right,
up
let's
the...
do it now. Yeah, I always forget to do that. That's my bad.
Why does it say no character selected when I obviously have my character?
I was going to say you have
There
to
it
click on your character, but you knew that, so.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you want my since I'm starting initiative this round? Do you want me to roll a different initiative for the wolf, or have it go on my round since we're starting?
Roll a different initiative for the wolf and give it a +5
Okay.
to its initiative.
Yeah, because the wolf
You
is
know,
faster than you.
if you see the stat block, it's a +5.
14 for the wolf. You'll have to put that on there.
Okay, yeah, I will. Wolf, 14, you said?
Mm-hmm.
No, I was wrong. I didn't have a +14. I only had a +13 to my... But that didn't...
Oh, well.
It
14.
Didn't knock down my... didn't knock me down to another
Yeah.
level.
Okay.
By the way, the form of my cloud is a black cloud.
So it's actually hard to see in this
black cloud on black trees.
cloud and the black trees and the black
Sorry.
jungle.
I don't have any control over what color it is.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. All right. So these little tree babies.
They're even
these little
called
demon
tree
babies. Yes, they're called tree babies.
God.
They're actually called evil tree babies, but I didn't want to write that whole thing in there. Come shrieking out of the branches and just start like monkey style descending to the ground, leaping from the branches. But they're these pudgy little babies. And
I need another initiative for my rat-like demons because they do attack my enemies for a full minute. They're +2 d4 damage.
Oh, so they're actually considered a creature? I'm
Yeah,
going to say that they go.
I think they're more like a swarm. I don't think each one does a d4. I think they're like a swarm. So like the whole group of them does like a d4.
Is that in addition to the damage that the cloud does?
That's my mercurial effect. You know, the one you roll the first time you cast a spell?
Yeah. I'm going to say they go on your initiative then.
Okay.
Just to simplify things.
So are these 6 that you have here dead? Because you didn't mark them dead.
Those are dead. Yeah, I'm going to
Okay. I wasn't sure if those were the ones that were still alive coming at us.
Nope.
Now call me Horny Brisk River, the baby killer.
Wonderful.
The heck is that?
That was me.
I have no idea. There's a lot of them.
And they only have one target.
And they have one target right now.
Why? What did I do?
Because the rest... You were aggressive. The casting a spell was aggressive and knocked you out of the protection of my 5,000 square foot sanctuary.
I feel really bad about that.
The rest of us, as long as we don't attack, they're on our side.
Well, they're just not going to attack you.
Well, and honestly, until we go aggressive, they can't attack us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but are we just gonna let?
Okay, I think that's all of them. I think.
I'm trying to figure out how to do this without, losing my sanctuary.
Is that 18? Yeah, I think that's 18.
I don't want to. I don't like that would quite literally piss my god off.
All right, these things. Oh, holy shit! These things have. They move with supernatural speed. They have a movement of Jesus. Okay, they're gonna be able to just kind of swarm you here.
Well, I guess if our wizard dies before it's our turn.
So they're coming down. I'm not gonna move these because I'd be moving them on top of you. But they're basically coming down from above, and I'm gonna say that no more than 6 can attack you this turn. Because there's no way they could all get to you. All right, let's see here. Okay, here we go. It's gonna be a miss. Let's see, do these guys get? Nope, they don't. 14's a hit, right?
Yes, I need 11 to hit me.
Okay. I'm just going to add up all the hits. That's 2. That's a crit.
This is going to be ugly.
Oh, that's 2 crits and 2 regular hits. Okay. All right. So they're basically, their teeth are like little piranha teeth almost. So the 2 normal hits, you take 2 points of damage total from that.
Okay.
And from the crits, and this is before I look at the crit table. So the first crit is going to be 4 damage. The second one, another 4 damage. And then I roll on the table.
Oh, then I'm dead.
Well, let's see. It might not. Some of them don't actually do damage.
Well, I only had 8 hit points. You did 2 and then 4 and 4. So I'm at negative 10 already.
Oh, damn, really?
I'm at negative 2 already, rather.
Okay. Yeah, I believe you are. But hold on. Let me check something before we get too far.
Well, now I am glad I cast Sanctuary.
Yeah. Okay, so you don't take additional damage from the first crit.
Okay. So, Steve.
Oh, God,
here's
yeah.
the thing.
Hold on.
I fall over.
You take an additional 5 points from the second crit, which breaks some bones, apparently. So.
Yeah. So here's the deal. Something
Right,
I hadn't mentioned to you before.
Okay. When you
as
die.
soon as I die, my spirit gets sucked into my familiar, which I now cohabitate the body.
Until we find you a new one, instead say dead baby thing.
Assuming that you could find a spell to transfer my soul, that is a possibility. But until then, basically, I'm still here, but I'm in Titania's body.
And thankfully, she didn't act aggressively, so she's still under protection.
Yeah, it says a claim to the wizard's soul. If the wizard dies while the familiar still lives, the wizard's soul is claimed by the familiar. The wizard then cohabitates the familiar body for all of eternity or until the familiar's physical form is slain. If appropriate magic is performed, the wizard's soul may be transferred to another physical form.
Wow. Okay. All right. That's good for you. So we're going to remove your token. And you are now inhabiting this voluptuous little girl here, or
now,
whatever.
I don't know if, since I'm cohabitating, who's in charge, and I don't know if I can cast spells, etc.
Okay, so we'll, you know what? I think that, well, we can look into that in a moment. But yeah, so they tear into you, to everyone else. So what's going to happen to your summoned wolf? I think your wolf's going to disappear.
Yeah, I think, well, I know it depends on you. I mean, I'm still technically alive inside of Titania. But I'm fine with either direction, because anything makes sense at this point. So whatever you want.
I'm actually going to say that the wolf remains. So everybody sees the gnome basically get torn apart by these demon babies. The wolf remains. Titania blinks a couple of times.
One for each soul.
Horowitz, it's your turn. So they've just savaged your wizard, and of course the rest of you don't know that he's now inhabiting Titania's body.
But you do know the familiar and the wolf are still around.
The familiar and the wolf are still there, but the gnome is no more.
Did he go Horowitz? Invisible?
No, his body. Okay, I'll put his body back there. But
yeah, I was getting ready to mark it with an X when you deleted it. So.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, all right. So Horowitz, what are you going to do? There's these demonic-looking little babies just kind of milling around.
I bring love.
All right, they start giggling at you. They start frolicking like little demon babies do, bathing in the blood of the gnome.
Does my cloud kill go away?
Yeah, I would say yes. So, because you would have to kind of concentrate, I would think, to maintain it. You just took.
No, that's fine. Do you want to mark these with an X? These 6 here, so we don't.
Yeah, so you don't have to deal with them later on. Yeah, sure. Can I wonder if I can select all of them and do that with all of them? No, it won't let me. Oh, to do it one at a time. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. in a moment. But yeah,
Horowitz,
so we're in initiative, but
Horowitz is going to slowly attempt to meander this way to the other side of the.
to where the light is.
Yes.
Okay.
Be like, these babies are creepy, and
Yeah, they're all kind of giggling at you and
yeah.
not doing anything hostile, of course, because you dealt with that. So they just kind of laugh at you.
I am double happy I cast that.
So I will say, that this is a great place for that to have happened, because you guys would have been swarmed by these fuckers.
Yeah, we would have been toast.
This encounter is 24 of these things.
We would have been toast.
And even though they're only one hit die, it doesn't matter. Eventually, it's just the law of averages, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you make your way towards the back, and you see that the light is coming from a stone plinth, about 4 feet high, bathed in a golden light. And there's a 10-foot diameter pool of light surrounding the plinth. On the plinth is a platinum and sapphire chalice, and so that's all you can see from where you are. So do you approach closer?
Yes.
You can now see as you get closer that the chalice is filled with water. Sparkling, like the clear, really clear water.
Are we still in initiative?
We can leave initiative for now, unless anyone's gonna. If anyone wants to punt a baby, then we'll go back into initiative.
No, but Titania will climb up and ride the wolf, basically.
All right. Yeah. That's cool. Okay. Yeah, you're mounted.
Of wolf mount.
I'd say about an hour and a half at this point. Hour and 40 minutes or so. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, you're now mounted on the wolf, and
I have never been quite so happy to be.
And the babies are just they're just kind of following you, giggling and cooing and showing off their fangs, and
okay. I'm gonna cast detect magic.
Being deeply disturbing. Jesus Christ, with your rolls. All right. Yeah.
What's
the water within the chalice is magical.
The water in the chalices is magical. Oh.
As is the light surrounding the plinth.
So the light is. So the cleric can determine exactly which objects or creatures are magically enchanted within the range. In addition, the spell reveals creatures of non-mortal origin, like demon babies.
Okay, all the babies are magical as well. They're magical demon babies. So, how enchanting! Yeah.
I know what the items are. So if it was a +2 sword, yeah.
So you know that the water. Okay, get this. You're gonna like this.
Could we bring the wizard back and
yes.
watch him get destroyed again?
Yes. The water in the chalice has the one-time power to restore to life a person who has died within the last 24 hours. So you can bring back the gnome.
I'm going to ask the babies to politely go to the other end, take care of their
So
lost
they don't have
ones.
to follow your commands, right?
No, but we're all friends here.
They just kind of giggle at you and
So,
watch with curiosity as you.
I will. God dang it! Now I'm torn. Do we just take the chalice and the wizard and revive him outside of here? Because as soon as we revive him, the babies are going to want to mutilate him again.
I mean, maybe. You don't know.
F it. I'm going to go over and grab the wizard and trot him over. I'm going to put him on the right in front of it. Tilt his head back.
Titania looks over and goes, "Dang, sucks."
Okay.
Yeah, we're about to undie him.
All right, so you bring him over, and so you bring the corpse over here.
Gullet.
This is Wally that's doing this?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so roll 2d8. Well, I'm sorry, HB. Roll me 2d8.
2d8.
Yeah, or somebody roll 2d8.
There we go. 10.
All right, so HB, you got 10 hit points back, and your spirit goes back into the body, your original body, as it's healed for 10 hit points. You slowly regain.
First thing I do is I lift up my arms and I go, "I'm freaking immortal!"
and the babies nearby all turn to attack you.
What?
That was my fear.
Son of a bitch.
So we're back in initiative.
All right.
Oh, God.
So who was that? Was Wally, right?
Yeah.
So let's be fair about this. So Horowitz went up there. The wolf. Yeah, I guess that's what happens then. All right. So we're back at Mordecai basically at this point.
Do I roll a new initiative or just stick to the one you had me at?
Let's stick with the one you have, I think.
Okay. And how many hit points am I at?
They're still only attacking the.
As far as you know, yeah. They all turn their angry little gazes in the direction of the gnome, who's now sitting up groggily, and
Screaming.
amazed to be.
What are we doing, guys?
So your first thought, by the way, Wally, I'm just going to say this: had you taken him out of the room and done this wouldn't have been an issue. But anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah, I knew I should have done it, but it's also one of those things. Like, does this chalice only work in this room?
I know. All right, Mordecai, what you got?
I'm gonna kind of just like look over at Wally and Horowitz and say like, are we fighting or fleeing?
Yeah, the babies are all turning their attention to.
Where's the door? Oh, what is the light?
Yeah,
do?
is there?
It's just It's like a continual light spell that's permanent.
Okay.
So it's just coming down from the ceiling, the ceiling of the cavern. And it's not attached to any, item or anything.
Is there
like
more
that.
water in the cup?
A little bit, yeah.
Can I assess if there's enough to revive him again?
You believe? What did you get? A 26?
Yeah.
You believe that it's a one and done?
So now it's just regular water.
Yeah, what's left in there is just regular water.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And where's the nearest exit?
To your south. It's the way you came in. Unless there's a secret door or something that you haven't found.
Mordecai, find us a door.
Okay. Yeah. On my turn, I'm going to try to, within whatever 30 feet.
Just gonna search for secret doors. I think there's an actual mechanical.
Yeah. Let's see.
If I can remember where that is.
Oh,
now.
it was our mini tar that had the cool find stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but I do have that.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Remember, you get +3.
Oh,
So
yeah.
21. Yeah, so you are certain that within a 30-foot radius there are no secret doors.
Nice.
Well,
our only way out.
However, oh yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah. However, nothing.
Trying to think of how to protect this thing that's somewhat alive.
How much? Yeah.
Gonna be their turn again.
I know.
Can we? Shoot! I should have. Yeah. I was gonna say I could have gone and knocked out Horny with just make him unconscious, but not dead.
Yeah, that might work, might not.
But I used up my action to.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I was
we're
just
gonna.
hoping that there was something within range of us. I at least take up some room because I'm kind of holding and they're gonna get around me.
Well, so some of them are swinging from tree branches like monkey style. They're literally dropping down out of the trees and doing all kinds of funky stuff.
Koala babies.
Yeah,
drop bears.
They're horrible drop babies. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I got 4 ordinary hits. No crits.
On me?
Yeah.
Great.
Okay, you had what? 10 hit points.
I have 8. They healed me for 10, but I'm max 8. So.
Okay, yeah. So you're like, I'm alive, and the babies immediately tear into you, and you're a corpse again.
Well, how much do
you go back to your familiar?
You said I got 4. You got 4 hits. You didn't say.
11 damage. 11.
So anybody watching the stream, this is what's falling out of the trees on us.
Titania looks up and goes, "Fuck again!"
Yeah, because I guess the spirit would have fled back.
Yep.
And then
It
ended.
doesn't say there's any limitations, so
No,
as long as
no.
she's alive.
That's how I would interpret it too. So, all right, Horowitz, we're in initiative for now. The babies are all like, blood dripping out of their mouths now and everything as they lick there.
I'm gonna grab Numbnuts McGee and run with him.
The corpse.
Is he dead again?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then
Oh, yeah.
do I run with him again? Do I? I don't know. He doesn't. He's not 100% sure he's dead. So he just watched him die and come back to life.
Who took the chalice?
Titania goes, "Look, I'm dead again."
Wally still has.
Titania says, "Hey, I'm dead again. If you're gonna raise me again, do it outside this room."
Yeah, Titania, suddenly his familiar speaking to you.
And Wally is like, it was a one and done. Sorry. God, I knew I should have done it out of the room. Horowitz going to grab him and still try to run with him.
Okay, yeah, the babies just kind of leer at you. They, at him. They're your friends, though, or they're not going to attack you. This chalice is worth 2,000 gold.
That's as far as I can move. So if somebody wants to move his body
substantial amount of experience there for the chalice.
And Wally.
And then the babies. I'm gonna say that you basically dealt with the babies, even though you didn't kill them all.
But it was a creative way to deal with them.
Yeah, no. So you get experience for dealing with monsters. You don't necessarily have to kill them. So, all right. Yeah. So, are you going to do anything else in here?
There was a second chalice there, wasn't there?
Just the one.
Oh, I thought there was two chalices. Okay, just the one. Okay.
It's just the fact that the only other. Well, let's see, what else do we have here? Other than the trees themselves. Everybody roll a d6. And that includes you, HB or Titania, if you prefer.
Just call me horny, dude. What's the problem?
All right, horny dude.
Roll
me a d6.
Channel.
All right.
No, it's not. I've asked you before, and you've.
It's a mostly family channel.
I'm looking for. Does anyone roll a 1?
Not yet.
Okay, roll for the wolf too.
You're gonna hurt Wolfie? Nope.
Okay.
What about Titania? You want me to roll for her?
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
Okay, so which would now be, well, actually that would have been horny, not Titania, right? You know what? You've had some bad luck. It's time for some good luck. Roll me another d6.
Another one.
No, that's bad. Yeah.
The dice.
Actually, no. So all right, Titania, you kind of, as you're kind of making your way back to the door, you something kind of moves under your feet. Like you feel something moving around under the earth. Like you step and something.
Titania is riding on the back of the wolf, so she wouldn't see
the
that.
wolf feels it then. The wolf feels something moving under
and the
earth.
wolf has no way of communicating that. So
so the wolf just keeps going, and that's it. Right. Fair enough.
As we get out, the trees start eating the babies.
Actually, the babies start. Did you bring Horny's corpse with you?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Otherwise, they would have started eating the corpse. But no, they just kind of climb back into the trees, and you leave the room behind. Yeah.
Well, that was intriguing.
Probably the worst thing you've ever done to us, Steve.
It could have been a lot worse. So if the sanctuary hadn't happened, honestly, it could have been
a party wipe. But if somebody had to attack the babies and be the target of hate,
we were asking for it.
I look at this encounter and I'm like, they can't mean this, but yeah, they do. And it even calls out, like in the beginning of this adventure, it says this is not a balanced for level. You know what I mean? They said, they say you're not meant to, Yeah.
Hey, here's the upside. We can rest in here and the babies.
Oh, sure. They'll leave you alone. Yeah.
But if we rest in here with his body, his body be gone in the morning.
It's true. It's also probably true. Yeah, as disturbing as it is. Yeah.
So I look at the party that's still alive and ask, "We can rest in here, even with these creepy babies."
As long as you still
so you're making your way out into this hallway here. I don't know, where are you guys going? You tell me, actually.
Going.
You said you were heading for the door, but you never really.
One around one side, one around the other.
One thing I'm thinking about doing is having what's called always on initiative, meaning that even when we're out of combat, we're in an initiative order, so that so we basically roll an out of combat initiative, and all that would mean is the order in which people act. I kind of like the idea of doing that. But anyway, we're not going to do it this time. Maybe we'll do it next time. In any case, yes, you guys were heading out. But
do we want to leave or do we want to hang out in here? This is the big question.
I don't need to rest up for any reason. I think we need to get out and explore. Maybe. I mean, there doesn't appear that there's any other entrance or like any other rooms here.
And you feel pretty confident about that, at least in the area that you searched. There wasn't any.
Oh, and while my crazy detect magic's on for a little bit longer, I pull that skull out and check it out again.
Oh, as far as what it does, so you think that it's a relic of neutrality. So if you worshipped a neutral deity, it would have some sort of power. You're not sure what that power is. Well, I guess it does. It calls out that you would know what it is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me look at it again here. Yeah. So here's what it does. So the skull contains the consciousness of a being called
the last sorcerer that didn't listen to the cleric.
Called Hugal Barath. I can't even pronounce this. It's got the consciousness of some sort of a creature within it.
Interesting.
And you sense, even though it is a human skull. Well, actually,
I'll save this in case I need to make a sacrifice to my god.
There's something reptilian about it, about the name. You're not sure, like you kind of rack your brain because the name it's some sort of a being, perhaps a deity. You're not sure, but you definitely sense that it's not a chaotic, so it's a neutral.
That's why I think I'll hang on to it as a possible future sacrifice.
Sure. You think though that if you were neutral, it would probably grant you some sort of a boon, but in any case,
that should just mean more love of my deity if I destroy his name.
Yeah, could very well be. Yeah. All right. So it's does anyone else wish to?
We're gonna just get back down to the
intersection.
Yeah.
All right. So Wally, are you taking the lead?
Yeah, I typically will, just because I have more.
All right. So Wally, you get to about here, and a root suddenly burrows out of the wall next to you, and it kind of just twitches for a little bit, and this looks like an ordinary tree root. It sticks out of the wall, and it's a stone wall. Okay. And it suddenly points. It points almost like crooking a finger, and it points back to the room where you just were. And then you hear a distant chuckling coming from everywhere and nowhere all at once. It's like a disembodied laugh.
Oh, now what?
So this root point, it just comes out of the wall, and it immediately retracts back into the wall.
I'll just yell back, "Hey, Succubus, what do you see in there?"
A bunch of babies just kind of leering at you. That's what you see in
I
there.
guess we'll turn around and mosey back in because the trees want us.
I don't know.
Do we need to give a
Um,
sacrifice to this golden Buddha?
I would have gone with the party. Sorry if that wasn't clear.
Oh, no worries. Yeah. So, but you're bringing up the rear. That's fine. So, yeah, you see this route. Is that what everybody wants to do? Then is go back in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave the wizard's body outside. That way the babies aren't staring at it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So yeah, you make your way back in. Nothing seems to have changed, and it still feels sanctified.
I will ask who's the laughing one.
You're just gonna ask? Yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
There's no reaction from anyone or any of the.
Are the trees?
It didn't. So it didn't sound like one of the babies. Like it
Yeah.
sounded like an adult kind of a.
Yeah. Are the trees doing anything?
No, they're just being trees.
Hey, large and in charge in the middle of the room, are you really a statue?
It smiles benevolently at you, but then again, it has been the
always
entire
has
time.
been.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn and go back down the stairs.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna stay here at this statue. I wanna look at it a little bit more.
Okay. In what way do you want to?
Are there any languages or markings on it that I can see?
No, not that you can see.
None of us have touched it to see if it's actually bronze.
Yeah, I'm gonna touch it. I'm gonna touch.
Yeah, it's so it's as you would expect. It's kind of cool to the touch. Metal. So it is bronze. It's not so I should call out that it's not corroded or rusted in any way. You would expect being in all this humidity for who knows how long, but it looks like it was freshly cast almost. If that makes sense. And it does I think the artwork shows there's like some vines and things like that. That's accurate, but the statue itself is pristine.
Does it appear like there's any altar or offerings or any place to place an offering?
Yeah, you would think, and you're not a particularly religious person yourself, but you would think
that the astrologer though.
Oh, okay. You would think that the plinth beyond the statue is probably you would think maybe that's an offering or an altar of some sort, but you're not certain.
Back in the back here.
Yeah, back where the chalice was.
I'm gonna go back there. I'm going to place a ball of red wool.
No.
A dusty leather boot and some powdered spices on there as an offering, and then
so just whatever. All right.
To this. I think that whatever. I think that whatever is causing these vines and other stuff has to do with this room.
Okay, so roll me a d20.
Just trying to appease
straight up
whatever deity or creature,
even though it's already okay. 4. All right, yeah. So after you place all of these objects on there, you hear deep laughter. It sounds different than the chuckle you heard a minute. It's a hideous gurgling laughter. And it echoes throughout the chamber, and it sounds almost demonic. But it's definitely not one of the babies. It's like this reverberating demonic laughter. It just reverberates through the chamber.
How about we strip the gnome down, chuck his body in, and GTFO?
I guess if there's nothing.
How tall are you, Titania? How tall is Titania?
6 inches.
Holy shit! So she can't even really use any of his equipment, of Horny's equipment, right?
No, but we can. He didn't have a whole lot. We can carry it just in case we run across another body. We can transfer him into. So
you're gonna strip his gear. I'll go ahead and let Titania. You keep track of that. Should I call you Titania from here on out?
Yeah, because he's not.
You're a little demon woman now.
Okay, maybe I'm not 6 inches. It just says a miniature woman. I don't know.
I mean, I guess it's up to you to decide. She could be the same size as Horny. Like she could be.
He was a miniature man.
Because he was a miniature man.
Yeah,
could be like
6 inches is fine.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're a little
a miniature human, a normal woman in miniature size is, roughly the size of a gnome.
I'm cool with 6 inches. That's fine. All right.
That would be hilarious.
You've got basically a little pixie fairy demon with you. But yeah. So yeah, you hear this this laughter, and you're gonna strip the body. Mordecai, are you just gonna leave
back to the? Yeah, I'm gonna head back to the group then.
And you leave the offerings in place?
I'm leaving the offerings. Yes.
Okay. All right.
I'm removing them from my inventory.
Okay, fair enough. We have. Oh, it's 9 o'clock now, so I'd say that this is probably a good place to wrap things up.
So we chuck the body back in and head down the stairs.
Okay, so you chuck the body back in the cavern?
Yeah, back in where the Buddha and the crazy baby things are.
All right, yeah, you hear the sounds of feasting.
And
as the babies
do tree limbs try to stop us?
No, nothing tries to stop.
They just wanted the body.
So it didn't actually bar your way. It came out and then pointed back like a crooked finger back to the.
It was like bring me my dinner back.
Something, yeah, it could be. So we'll just start next time. We'll be at this intersection, and also William. I was estimating 2 to 3 sessions more, but I mean it honestly depends on what you do and where you go. So.
Oh, I'm not worried about it. I just, people ask me when I'm starting, so it's just trying.
Yeah, no, and I wish
I
wish I could say definitely, but it all depends.
This would have been a whole lot faster if somebody, we'd have another 2 rooms down if somebody didn't.
Yeah, that was.
Of course, this could have been our last game as well.
It could have been. Do you see what I'm saying about OP spellcasters in this game?
Yeah, but look how bad I got screwed up too. I mean,
it's very true. And I guess to be
I don't have a lot of hit points. I had an 11 AC. So
if that hadn't if he hadn't have done that and everyone was attacked, it could have easily. Well, I mean, it could have been.
Okay,
yeah.
So between now and next game, I need to know if I'm basically into Tanya's body and therefore need another character sheet.
No.
Can cast spells, etc.
You will be able to. You're basically a 6-inch tall little wizard.
Okay.
You're your own.
You don't have a familiar anymore, though.
I can keep my mental stats. But should I reroll new physical stats?
No, because you're a magical creature. I'm going to say that you have the same stats.
Sure. Okay.
Actually, or can you tell me what the stats are on the familiar?
All I know is the familiar itself has an intelligence of 5.
Okay, you have your wizard's
plus 2 to personality due to how extraordinarily beautiful she is.
All right. What about like hit die, hit points, all that, strength, anything like that?
It had 6 hit points, AC 14. It saves as me.
I'm gonna say that it has.
It has a bunch of immunities.
It's going to have your hit points. What are its immunities?
It's immune to many mortal diseases, poisons, and infections. As a result of this, the wizard gains a +4 to fortitude saves, normally when I'm the wizard.
Yeah, so you won't get those bonuses, but you will have... So you're going to have your character's hit points and everything, I guess. And yeah, you're just going to... This is just going to be your form right now. But you're not going to have a familiar, if that makes sense. And you're not going to... I would say you wouldn't be able to summon another familiar because that would negate this body, right?
Okay.
It's kind of a weird... Yeah, it's a weird situation.
Yeah, no, that's reasonable. Okay. She doesn't fly or anything.
No, I know that.
Small enough that she can ride on one
she's
of our
riding on my
shoulders.
shoulders, so she's going to slow the party down a lot.
She can sit on somebody's. She can sit on someone's shoulder or whatever.
If you can give me another character sheet, because I would prefer to move everything over. But other than that, I'm good.
Can you just put her portrait on? Or no? Would it be easier to do? It's up to you.
We can figure that out between sessions. That's fine.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I guess we are done for this this time then. Thank you everybody for watching, and that could have gone a lot worse than it did.
I apologize to everyone that Steve is a killer DM, but I will probably live next time.
It's I actually hadn't read ahead in a lot of this, and when I saw the description of this room, I was like, oh my god, yeah, it's pretty lethal. But of course, yeah, it's.
I don't know why you're out to kill me, Steve, but okay.
Stats for what? What was that?
I was gonna say here's stats for a generic GCC succubus. Strength 10, strength 10, intelligence.
Not 11. A succubus though.
I'm not. It never was a succubus. It just says she's a tiny miniature woman and she's a demon. Yeah. She doesn't have any kind of succative powers or anything.
Yeah, well, but it's just generic stats I was able to find for one of their magazines.
Oh, okay.
The best thing about her is like she'd absorb half my corruption and give me massive bonuses to fortitude. But other than that, she doesn't really have any powers.
Where did you find those stats? I'm just curious because I didn't see any demons in them.
Yeah, it's it's in Dungeon Crawl Classics number 7.
Oh, and one of their zines. So maybe it because I think this this monster manual that they're coming out with is going to pull. They were saying it's pulling all of the creatures from those magazines.
I really hope so. Yeah, they have a ton of awesome stuff, but a solid bestiary would be with all the craziness that they have in it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice because in each of their campaigns, they've done a really good job of unbalancing with tree babies and stuff.
Yep.
But all the stats that I have for her actually come from the familiar section of the main book, so she doesn't have the normal.
A succubus.
Yeah.
Okay. A succubus is actually in the. It's in the core. The succubus is on page 402.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Well, they call it a Type 4 demon, free-willed succubus / incubus. It says. But yeah, it's just kind of.
But actually, it's be interesting over the next couple sessions. So, well, thank you all for tuning in. Let us get finished up so that we can move on and possibly kill all of our characters in the next couple weeks. Or maybe I will luck out and prevent things from murdering the party just through sheer force of stupidity. I had no clue what was going on there. It's just like, this is what I'm doing. As soon as you said there was a giant Buddha in there, I was like, ha, I know what I have to do.
So, so a succubus, just for shits and giggles, it's considered a Type 4 demon. It's a free-willed Type 4 demon, which means that it's actually pretty fucking powerful. Yeah, I think the one that you pulled out of the other book is probably a little weaker than this.
Yeah, I think this is one that was. I think the one here was a familiar that succubus familiar that became free.
Okay, yeah, because this thing gets immune to weapons of less than +3 enchantment.
Yeah, this one doesn't have any of that.
Can teleport to native plane or any point at the same plane as long as not bound. Can project astrally and ethereally. Has speech and telepathy. Wow, these things are pretty. Yeah, I'm just looking at the demon section in there, and the hit points on this would be. Oh God, 10d12 hit dice. That's crazy, and a plus. Jesus.
Yeah, this one only has 2 hit points, so.
Plus 16 to hit. Yeah, this is a different sort of succubus. Okay.
Yeah, this is the one. You're looking at the one that will run into you in the wild.
Right. Yeah, no, you don't want that. What's the name of your god again?
Oh
yeah, okay. It's not listed. I was wondering if it was listed here because there's a bunch of demon lords, and I'm wondering. So your god's not technically. It is a deity, not a demon.
It's not a demon. He was below some other demon or other god, and so I'm doing my own thing, and then got caught. So CADIXTAT.
Yeah,
Chat.
So on page 404, this is some of the cool things about DCC is there's a random demon table where you basically generate your demon using this table, which is really cool. You get the basic aspect of the demon, like what it resembles, some traits, some attacks, immunities. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So basically saying that every demon you encounter is going to be unique if you roll it on this table.
Cool.
So until Monday, good night all. The library is now closed, and in the next coming weeks, we'll have some interviews coming up as well. We have some interesting people, like Brian Snoddy and his friend will be on again because they just launched their campaigns into Kickstarter. So look up 99-cent campaigns, I think is what it is, on Kickstarter, and you can get them fairly cheap. But if you go into the cooler stuff, you get the original art for like the covers and stuff, which is really cool.
What is it? Is it like a 5th edition thing, or is it?
Yeah, I think they're 5e based. And let me look them up again real quick. Hang on.
But you can presumably use it in any system.
Yeah.
Just by the way, this module, the Hole in the Oak, it is not an official Dungeon Crawl Classics module. It's actually old school essentials, but easy to convert to Dungeon Crawl Classics.
99-Cent Adventures by Ben Thompson. He's the writer. Brian Snoddy is the artist. And I will paste it into the chat real quick.
Okay, because I was just gonna look it up. Oh, cool. Crown of the Lich King is one of them.
Yes. So it's 5 different. It's 5 different.
Love this art.
It's all physical art done by Brian Snoddy. So Ben Thompson did the majority of the writing. And most people will remember Brian from Magic the Gathering. And,
yeah, the name's super familiar.
So he did like Volcanic Island, Birds of Paradise, stuff like that.
And his artwork is cool.
The artwork is stunning, and at the higher
God damn
layers,
this is why I don't listen to the Monday stream, because I back this shit, and I'm gonna back this one.
Yeah, because but the cool thing is like $5 you get all the PDFs.
Yeah,
but
that's
if you do
what I'm
like
gonna do.
$50, you get they will send you one of the interior pieces of artwork. So there's 14 pieces of interior artwork. Then if you do 120, you get a large interior piece. There's 21 of those. 11 are gone. If you do 250, you get the back cover painting. All those are still available. 750 you get the cover art, and you get to. There's only one of the cover arts left.
Yeah, I just backed it.
Yeah.
So I have no willpower when it comes to stuff like this.
Yeah. But yeah, I gotta get with them, find out what day I'm gonna interview them, so that we can chat with them again. Last time I did it in Brian's apartment. He's got samurai armor from the 1300s in there, and it's one of the few times I've ever drank on stream, and we had a blast.
Yeah.
Okay. Brian and Ben are a hoot. I want to have them on and run a game as well, using one of these. So
yeah, I would love that. I'd play in that one for sure.
Yeah, Ben does a book series about like crazy people in history, and it's pretty awesome. So okay, until next time, thank you everyone for tuning in, and I hope everyone enjoyed watching our poor wizard die, not once but twice.
Why do I keep dying? I'm blaming the game master.
No, you should just be better at the game.
I mean, it's great that you had that failsafe, though. You know, it's like a living phylactery. So.
And I really wish I would have listened to my advice and taken you outside before resurrecting you.
Yeah, that would have made a difference, but you know.
I was like, I'll take a chance. Maybe because I thought, my luck. As soon as we leave,
that doesn't bother me as much as the fact that afterwards you're like, "Fuck it, let's just feed the body to the."
Yeah, no respect.
It's like on one side, you're like, let's raise him, and it's like, screw it, let's just feed him to the babies.
Well, I knew that there was nothing left in the cup. I couldn't raise you again.
Eaten by demon babies.
I just now have an expensive cup.
But you didn't truly die, though, so that's the thing.
You're only mostly dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, good night all. The library is officially closed.